and welcome.
Hello.
This is our Let's Play of Pac-Man World 2, the
Yes,
GameCube version. My name is Brock.
And I'm Antoine.
And let's begin this game and let's skip that cutscene.
Screw cutscenes.
Because no one really cares about them. No one cares about forced tutorials either. Although those aren't forced, I just don't like reading them.
And then
he's also dead.
y'all seen that? Yep.
Alright, so that was a relatively difficult level. So let's go on to level 2.
Yeah. The first 30 seconds are already through level 1. Alright, second level.
The Bear Basics.
Bear Basics. Pun. Ha.
Yeah, it's not very funny.
Bear.
Alright, so let's eat these ghosts.
Eat
And
the ghosts.
the first thing you will
walkers.
recognize about this game, if you played Pac-Man World 1, is the camera system is completely different. In
Yes.
World 1, it was very kind of Crash Bandicoot style, except from the side, how you couldn't adjust it all. While in this game, although there are some levels, or some parts of levels where the camera's and up to the game's control, for the most part, there's a lot of sections where you can actually control it now, so that's different.
Yeah, I never played Pac-Man World 1, so I don't really know what to compare it to.
Well, you
Yeah.
can check out my Let's Play of it.
Yeah. I do like the camera on this game, though. It's kind of good and clean, you know.
It gives it more of a kind of big, epic feeling when you can see
Yeah.
what's ahead of you. Like you're...
Right there, you can
Like
see
you're
like, everything above.
It makes it really feel like you're actually in the world. Although, I'll give World 1 credit, it does give it kind of a cool arcade feeling. But
Alright.
anyways, that's the level exit right there, but I'm gonna get some stuff underwater. And why is
well,
Pac-Man's head... His head's brown.
He's like gold. Well, now he's not.
Yeah, it
yeah,
kind of
that's-
does that sometimes. Alright,
Alright,
so
good
let's
for
get that fruit right there.
Yep.
1. Another change that this game made is that to get 100%, you actually have to collect all the fruit in the level. As opposed to World 1, where it just had the letters of Pac-Man scattered everywhere, kind of like a Donkey Kong game.
Yeah.
The console ones, not the arcade ones. And now we just have to wait this out. Alright, so let's get out
just
of
go up
here
there.
and get up
Get
there.
up. There we go. All the walkers.
And now let's break these boxes, and that is
A bear.
clearly a mean move by the game
And
designers.
it's a bear.
I swear, every game designer's goal seems to be to ruin kids' lives. Alright, so another purpose of the Steel Ball power-up, which again, if you saw my playthrough of World 1, you're a terrible person, but also, if you saw it, you'd also know that, but the Steel Ball makes you invincible for a second. So yeah,
Oh,
essentially, it's like Mario 64.
Yeah.
Only it's not. Alright,
Alright.
level either 2 or 3. Do you count the village as a level?
It's a tutorial level, not actual level.
But it's not even a tutorial level. It's like a hub
Level
world.
0.5.
Alright, okay, you go.
Alright, good. Alright, Canyon Chaos. Or Chaos.
Canyon Chaos.
Canyon Chaos. Again, the oranges.
And this
You know
level
what?
immediately violates one of my biggest pet peeves in 3D platformers.
And what is that?
When you have a bottomless pit that is represented by just
Oh!
a, like,
That was close.
it is represented by the area being completely pitch black all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah, it kinda just-
realistically, you know, you'd be able to see down fairly well, but here it's just
Just kinda
darkness
just
all of a
stops.
sudden. I know eventually it might get dark, but
Oh.
I don't know, it's rather quick, and that's one of my pet peeves that I don't really know why it irritates me so much, but it just does. It's almost as if they just filled it with a bunch of
Kinda
oil.
lazy. Just lazy at it. Or, oh my gosh.
Either that or maybe console limitations. I mean,
That could be
I
that.
guess you could argue it at least alerts the player immediately, but still, I don't know. We can probably thank Crash Bandicoot for that, though. Alright.
Shoo. Oh, here we go.
Alright, so
Alright.
now rev roll that guy right there. We will not be getting 100% in this
Oh, dang it.
playthrough.
No. Aw.
However, we will be getting all the Galaxians.
Yes. I do not know where the Galaxy in this level is.
You gotta rev roll him.
That's right. Oh, what was that? Nope. No.
Yeah, so you gotta rev roll him to find the Galaxian. And unlike World 1, where the Galaxian took you to a Galaxian door that had the maze inside, this one, you just grab the Galaxian right away.
There we go.
And you get the Galaxian, and
Prepare
that's the
for
maze.
And classic
For some
Pac-Man
reason,
level.
the way Pinky looks in this maze,
Yeah.
in the maze sections,
Ooh.
looks odd. When you fight her as a boss, spoiler alert, she doesn't look too bad, but in the maze, It just looks odd. So yeah,
fruit
thankfully,
target.
another thing about the mazes that I think is actually an improvement in this game over World 1 is in World 1, whenever you get hit by a ghost in the maze, it only takes away a piece of health rather than taking a whole life away. In this game, it just takes an entire life, which might sound irritating at first, but when you consider the fact that the maze lives are separate from the lives you use in the levels in this game, that's nice. Because in World 1...
Get it. Oh, so close.
In World 1,
Really
it really
touching it.
sucked whenever you got a game over because
Yeah.
you lost all your lives in the maze, and it took away your level lives.
Yeah, that's annoying.
When I was a kid, that irritated me really badly. 200,
Ooh.
400,
Ooh,
800,
baby. Oh, mama.
1,600!
Oh, mama. Got all.
Alright.
Shh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, man. Alright.
Okay.
Nope.
Watch out.
Oh, they just changed
Okay.
directions.
Let's get that power pellet right there and eat that.
Eat that. Eat this
Alright.
also.
Just get the dots
Yeah,
to ignore
it's-
the ghosts. Also, we will probably be cutting out a majority of the mazes later in the playthrough. We're still going to show where the Galaxians are and all that, but the
Just
actual
gonna skip the
maze,
mazes.
we'll cut it. We'll cut them out. We might show a little bit just to show what they're like, but you don't
Not
want to
all?
see us go
Yes.
through all the maze in detail.
I mean, really, they're just mazes. You know what they look like. Pac-Man maze.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Pac-Man's the original is an awesome
There you
game,
go.
but you don't need to see every one. Alright, so let's kill that guy right
They
there.
don't even know what that is.
It's supposed to be a dragon, I think.
A dragon? Kind of
Yeah.
goblin thing. Oh, apples collected. Cool. Oh,
And
there's
that
this
does
thing over
absolutely nothing unless you get every other fruit.
here. Oh, that
yeah.
that brings you back to a token.
Yeah. If you get that, you get a
But-
token. Do it anyways.
I'm gonna do it anyway, just to see how cool
I don't think
it
we're
looks.
going to try to get all the tokens in this, but either
Does it
way,
get
just
that
grab
token?
this.
Yep.
Honestly, the grass levels are so short, we might as well do something to make them last
Yeah.
longer than the other levels. By far the longest, it's probably the
the
underwater levels.
Oh yeah, the underwater was long.
And I hate those levels.
Yeah. You
I sure do.
sure do. Underwater levels.
And that ghost right there has some
Oh my
type of gun
gosh.
that he shoots at you. There's only one of them
Yeah,
in
you
the
know.
whole game, and you never see him again.
Cool. I think no, don't they appear in the wood level?
No, those are
the
green ghosts with blow darts.
Ah.
Oh yeah, another thing that I want to say. Well, actually, first I want to point this out, but oh, nice move.
I pressed the button, I swear.
When I was a little kid, I always saw whenever you stomped on one of those dog guys, they turn into a leaf. But then I later realized that that was actually
That's
supposed
just
to be
their
like
blood.
goo or something. Green blood. Oh yeah, also, unlike World 1, whenever you die in this game, whatever you did after you grabbed a checkpoint gets undone. So say you grabbed a token after you grabbed a checkpoint, well,
Don't
it's,
get that
it's
token.
gone. While in World 1, you would still
Oh
have
my
it.
gosh, stop jumping. There we go.
Yeah, these guys right here aren't that deadly. They just
They're just
do a little
annoying.
fire in front of them, but... Alright, so let's get that guy right there. But yeah, anyways,
Yeah, I can see a leaf. Not really, but
when I was a little kid, I thought it was one. Another difference between this and World 1, and I swear I'll stop talking about differences in a little bit, but I just want to get them out as soon as possible.
Ooh, look at that.
And this only happens twice in the game.
Yay. Level complete. Oh, and I stopped apparently.
But anyways, World 1, one thing I love about it is the fact that all the ghosts in it are a bunch of different colors. Like you got the classic red, orange, blue, pink.
pink.
You got some purple ones. You got some gray ones. While in this one,
They're just different.
there's
No,
a
they-
lot more limits on the colors. Like there's purple ones, there's green ones,
I just see the green ones.
but
I don't even remember the green ones. Let's see, what are the...
But anyways, the point I'm making
Oh.
though is that in the original one, the whatever color they were wouldn't affect what actual job they had. Like say you're in the space levels, they would still all wear space helmets. While in this game, say they're in the snow levels, you only see green ghosts. So it's like it's much more
Yeah.
limited based on the level you're in.
Checkpoint reached.
So I don't know. I don't like that much. I kind of like it better in World 1 where you had all the different types in the same level. It was a bit cooler.
Yeah.
Alright, so anyways, I'm about to get the Galaxian for this level. The way this works is you just have to hit the switches that these pack dot chains take you to.
All of them.
And then we get this token right here, but more importantly, we get that switch, then that switch, then we get that, and then we slam here, and the Galaxian is in there.
Prepare for maze!
Prepare for maze. And here we have a nice little maze over water.
Looks nice.
It's nice. Well, except for the ghostly things.
Yeah, those aren't that nice.
Fruit target.
Fruit target, gotta get that fruit. And we're just... Okay.
I just wanted to see how long I could go in circles around that without the red guy getting me.
God,
Oh, no!
Kind of made out with Inky there.
Well, at least she enjoyed it. No, really. In World 1, if the pink ghost gets you, you see hearts fly up above her.
Oh.
It's a subtle little detail. It's all about the magic that Let's Plays bring to the world.
Deep.
I mean, you know what they say, every beginner was once an expert.
It's true.
Completed.
Wait. I just got what you said.
Alright, Pac-Pond back to the level.
Oh, we started on water here.
And now we get taken out here.
I love the chains, they're so cool.
Yeah, in World 1 they looked really stiff the way they were animated. This one, it looks a lot better. And Twan, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, nah. I hated that part of that level. I never.
When I was a little kid, it took me a while to figure out that you had to rev roll.
I mean, every time I rev roll,
I didn't know how to read the sign. Well, the reason why, and the game doesn't explain it, but if you hit the button in midair while rev rolling, it stops you immediately.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I. I always just try to cut across there, but look. So you want to hit you hit the A button there, and it stops you dead in your track.
I see.
And the game explains you can do that, but it doesn't necessarily tell you that you need to do that in that section to make it easier.
You see that box just floating up there. In the level previous, we saw a box with a parachute on it.
Well, even then, parachutes don't grant flight. They just make you fall slower.
At least there was something. That box was just floating.
I mean, hey, we want to try to logic out the Pac-Man World series?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we have floating fruit everywhere, so if fruit can float, boxes can too.
300. Also, corpses are numbers in this, apparently. Level complete. On to the boss level.
Ooh, the boss level.
Boss
level.
Pac-Pond, and I don't care about how much I collected.
Blinky's killer frog. That looks sinister.
Pac-Man. Spooky says you can't have that golden fruit thingy. My big froggy tongue should get ya, as long as you don't butt bounce on it.
Oh, gee, thanks.
I wonder how I'm supposed to beat this thing.
I mean, let's try butt bouncing. Let's try to do exactly what he said to do.
And again, when I was a little kid, I didn't know how to read, so I eventually figured out how to butt bounce on that, but I could never figure out how to do the second part of the boss.
Oh yeah. You'll see the second part in a second. Oh no. Alright.
And now, if we want to bring up logic again, there's one flaw with the way he uses this machine that I want to bring up. I want to see if I could rev roll him while it was spinning. I can't.
Okay.
Or not spinning, but moving back and forth.
There we go.
But anyways, I'll get about it in a second. My big froggy tongue.
Oh no.
I'll get you with something you can't break.
Froggy.
Let's see how you deal with steel.
Ooh,
And don't even think of rev rolling.
I won't.
What's that glowing thing inside his mouth? But anyways, we saw how when he had the wooden thing out, when his tongue was made out of wood, he made it move back and forth, which made it impossible for me to rev roll on. And if rev rolling is his weakness with the steel, why doesn't he just make the steel one move back and forth? You see what I'm getting at there?
And why doesn't he just make the steel one first?
Well, actually, why doesn't... Better question, why doesn't he just try to jump directly on you and never use the tongue to begin with?
Yeah, he can just
and also,
go ahead and...
as Pac-Man said, why is it glowing all of a sudden? Either way, the golden cherry. Ooh.
It's so golden.
It's also a cherry.
That was beautiful.
Moving on.
I love this
in the
level.
next part.